Facebook. 1 billion people use it. It's reshaped the way we socialise. But what's it like to work here? Pretty sociable, I imagine. For starters, there are perks. There's free food and laundry, and a fleet of free bikes for all to commute across campus, as they call it.
So we have this central courtyard that goes through both sides of the campus, and it's kind of like the main artery for us here.
And what about the way the whole place is designed?
I think when we approach spaces in terms of design of environments, we definitely try and have a more minimal and industrial approach. The artwork in particular is really important to the culture here. A lot of it is self-generated artwork. We kind of encourage people to take ownership over their spaces.
It's a design based around how Mark Zuckerberg and co. started it all off.
Mark and his roommates on a single table in their dorm room, and that kind of extended into, when they moved into their first space. And for us, it's just the most efficient way to use these tiny spaces. So as we scaled as a company, we felt that it's pretty important to have this kind of direct connection with everyone around them. We also place a lot of emphasis on the social spaces. So here you can see we have lots of games and things. People here are really into board games and video games. Gaming culture is kind of deeply rooted here, and I think just amongst engineers and people that grew up playing video games and that later grew up into becoming computer engineers, we definitely keep that as part of our roots.
How do you measure whether this is effective or not? I mean, are people really, really happy? Do you have a measure of happiness? How do you know that what you're doing is actually having an impact?
It's all qualitative, and I think for the most part, just speaking to people, they have a sense of pride in their space. I just feel this sense of energy about people, and I think that directly translates into just employee retention and how happy they are and how much they put back into the product.
Well, we've come to see a different side of Facebook here, away from the computer terminals and the digital nerds.
With all the digital, stuff that's constantly coming through, our news feeds and our inboxes and all these devices and stuff, I have this idea that by committing ideas to paper, it elevates them. We invite teams, from all over Facebook to come here and to print, to get their hands dirty, and to make posters, that represent ideas or concepts that they're working on or that they believe are important and that they want to disseminate throughout the entire organization.
It's been called the propaganda wing of Facebook. Motivation through little snippets of wisdom.
I think that all of these things are subconscious signals to how you should be developing projects or products, and how you should be approaching your day-to-day interactions with your coworkers and everything.
It all helps provoke a real self-confidence. Would you buy a t-shirt with your company's name on it? It's a cutting-edge workspace, and they seem to love it.